count how many times you hear the words "and his orchestra" in this video. From 1951, this is Ted Heath and his orchestra. Tempo for Dancing. Very simple cover. You have the couple dancing in the background, but I like too the weird figure symbolizing a dancer. Then on the back, big picture of Ted. On the front, it says Tempo for Dancing. On the back, it says Tempo for Dancers. To settle the argument, on the label, it says Tempo for Dancers. And interesting, instead of side 1, it says number 1 and number 2. And from 1952, this is Johnny Bothwell and his orchestra. Very simple cover, just the saxophone. The yellow and the white, very flashy. Even the black in there to add the contrast. And the little colored bubbles as well. Just kind of a cool jazzy looking cover I like. And a great album too, I might add. Then the Brunswick label. This one very simple, but pretty cool. Mildred Bailey Sings, an Allegro Records release. This would be a very budget release, thinner cover, and then you can see on the back, we flip it over and it's sideways. You turn it like that and you get a catalog of all the Allegro releases that you should run out and buy. The front cover almost looks like a children's drawing. 3 suns sort of hanging out in the sky. Looks like part of a house down there, maybe some water or some clouds, I guess those would be. But the real reason why I bring this to your attention, it is on red vinyl, a 1952 red vinyl. Just very cool. Allegro Records, a great looking label, Allegro Elite. From 1953, Igor Gorin sings Your Request. And it began its life as part of the record collection of Nora in March of 1953. The cover pretty simple, not much to it, just sort of a drawing of Igor standing there and the requests sort of piled up, ready for him to take on with Carmen Dragon and perform for you. Then you have the picture of Igor on the back. It's red vinyl. Not really common, but it wasn't unheard of for smaller record companies to maybe print in colored vinyl, a little gimmick to help increase record sales. And even the label, you can see the color, different than the usual old school colors we've been seeing. This blue with the silver lettering, Allied Records Sales Company. Carmen Dragon conducting the symphony. This is Whispers in the Dark, Paul Weston and his orchestra. A very blue cover with the couple. You have the woman who you can sort of see and make out, but the guy is just a black silhouette. Who is he? What's going on there? Then the cool 50s looking designs behind the fonts, Whispers in the Dark, Why Was I Born Soon? Columbia Records, the originator of the modern long playing record. The back cover with some information about the record. Ken Griffin at the organ, Skating Time. This is a great cover. Everybody's skating around the orange pond, creating the design with the skates, the trees all around in the background. Information about Ken and then also some other Columbia releases for you to check out on the back cover. And this is cool, a very early compilation from Columbia Records. Is that kind of the sun with all the planets around it maybe? Or perhaps a drum with all sorts of drums. I'm not really sure, but it's pretty neat. The orange background, the black balls, and then the bands and the songs. All on Columbia Records. From 1954, this is Ben Light, Salutes the States. This one on X Records. The X Records label, another blue label with the silver lettering. We featured a Ben Light cover previously on the art of the album cover, just some great colors and designs. This one pretty simple, but kind of neat. It's got the states behind them, all in red and blue. Now this would have been interesting because Hawaii wasn't a state until 1959, so there would only be 49 states on here. This one also interesting because it has information on the spine, which up until this point is not something you would see a lot on album covers. Remember, this is from 1954, and this is generally what the spine looks like on most 10-inch record covers at the time. Nothing. It's just all folded together. The top, the spine, and the bottom are all the same, but not on this Ben Light release. Right there, salute to the states, Ben Light. Down on the bottom, the X symbol, and LXA 3013 again. A very early example of information on the spine of an album cover.